post compositions. So post compositions work like this. Now, unfortunately, a couple of these maps are multi-channeled, so I have to open them all at the same time. Normally what I would do is go in a bridge and just click all these at the same time, except for master, I don't need that one, and go into tools, Photoshop, load files into Photoshop layers. That's not going to work though, because one is a multi-channeled, so we can't do that. And the multi-channel ones are this one, okay, and this one. Now I'm sure you could write some kind of script using actions to probably produce it so they do open up. That's a different story outside the box, but for right now I'm just going to open it up and show you what I mean by multi-channel, in case you're new to Photoshop. And if you are, there's the wrong place for you. I'm going to pick on one of these as the spokes child. So the render is going to be the spokes child here. The rest are just going to be copied onto the spokes child. So in this case, this one, I could duplicate channel and move it into the render. So under render now, I have a new alpha. Okay, we're going to leave that alone for just for a minute, and we're going to go back to, not mask, we don't need a mask, but this one we do. We need this one. This is the multi-channel one, so you have to go in here to grayscale it, and then it also helps to go to RGB color. You can go back to layers and now duplicate it over to render. This one is the master, so we don't need that one. Where's the other one at? Mask. Here's one. This one's multi-channel too. So grayscale, RGB color, duplicate layer, and duplicate it over to render. So render should have a few things. It should have this one, this one, this one, and now that channel also. Okay. Well, let's deal with the channel first. So the channel works a lot like this. If I go to filter, blur, lens blur, I can use that channel here as alpha 1. Now we have the ability to go like this. Let's say I want to use that in a little bit of different fashion where the edges are crisp and the foreground's blurred out, or the background. I can have that much tweaking ability here in Photoshop, where ZBrush I do not. So that's the advantage of bringing it in here. I'm going to hit OK to that. And now what you have to know is you have to do that for each one of these. So filter lens blur and filter lens blur, or the final composition won't turn out right. These are using a white and a gray value. Therefore I know that they're going to be used on multiply layers. Okay, so if I click on multiply, I get this. And this one I'm just going to multiply it, and I get this. And if we can come in to compare that one to master for a second, you can see they were very close. The only thing different is I messed around with the focus quite a bit on this one. But still, I think I moved the focus back a little bit. That's how you post-composition your work from ZBrush into Photoshop. And in just a few hoops you got to jump through to get it to go, but hey, you have it all here. It looks more amazing. And as a new student, you know, I would value the person that could do this over the person that can hit one button in ZBrush and do it. No doubt about it. Alright, enjoy, and let's go into the next video.